Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you've probably heard some whispers about potential moves that could shake up everything we thought we knew about the NFC North and the Packers' chances this season. It's no secret that Green Bay has been making strategic moves, but one of the most intriguing developments is the possibility of adding a player who, until recently, was a free agent and sitting on the market after his former team, the Los Angeles Chargers, decided not to bring him back. That player is none other than Asante Samuel Jr., a talented cornerback who has shown flashes of brilliance when healthy and on the field. Samuel Jr. has been somewhat of a mystery this offseason, and it's a story that's worth unpacking because it could have serious implications for the Packers. You see, the Chargers made a strategic decision not to re-sign him after a season marred by injuries, limiting him to just 4 games last year. But don't let that fool you. When Samuel Jr. was healthy, he was an integral part of Los Angeles secondary, and he demonstrated that he can be a real playmaker. His stats from the previous season are quite impressive, especially considering his injury setbacks. Over 17 games in 2023, he registered 63 total tackles, 13 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions. He started 16 of those games and played with a level of consistency and aggressive play that any team would covet. Now, what makes Samuel Jr. such an interesting prospect for the Packers is his potential to bring both experience and playmaking ability to a secondary that's been a bit in flux lately. The Packers, as you all know, have been rebuilding their defense, trying to find the right mix of young talent and veteran leadership. With the injury to Nate Hobbs, who's expected to be out for a few weeks with a meniscus tear, the Packers could really benefit from adding someone like Samuel Jr., even if Hobbs returns later in the season. Having that veteran presence, someone who's proven he can make plays in the NFL, could be exactly what the Packers need to solidify that pass defense and create more turnovers. And let's face it, folks, the NFC North is getting more competitive every year. The Vikings are loaded, and the Lions are on the rise with a young, talented roster. The Packers, under the leadership of head coach Matt LaFleur, and with Jordan Love now fully embedded as the starting quarterback, are aiming high. They are serious about contending for a Super Bowl, and that means every piece of the puzzle has to be in place. Adding a player like Samuel Jr., who's still in his prime at just 24 years old, could be a game changer. He's not just depth, he's a guy who can take the ball away and make big plays. His improvement each year with the Chargers shows that he's trending upward, and if he lands in Green Bay, he could very well be a steal of the offseason. You know, it's a little surprising that Samuel Jr. is still available. Usually, players with his skill set, especially those who have shown they can produce when healthy, get snapped up quickly. But perhaps he's waiting for the right opportunity, or maybe he's just being patient, seeing if other teams will get desperate or if injuries will open up spots. Whatever the case, the Packers need to be all over this. They've got to consider that adding a veteran like Samuel Jr. isn't just about filling a roster spot, it's about strengthening a unit that's still finding its identity. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the Packers' secondary has been an area of focus in recent drafts and offseason moves. They've invested in young talent, but sometimes, experience makes all the difference. Samuel Jr. could provide that veteran leadership, especially in a season where the team is aiming for Super Bowl glory. Remember, the NFL is a long grind, and having players who have been through the battles, who understand how to handle the pressure, makes a huge difference when it counts. And for the Packers, the timing couldn't be better. The team is in a window where they're trying to maximize their roster, push for that championship, and finally get back to the promised land. Adding Samuel Jr. could be that smart move that pushes them over the edge, especially if he can stay healthy and contribute right away. His ability to cover top receivers, make plays on the ball, and bring a competitive edge to the defense aligns perfectly with what the Packers need right now. Let's not forget that the Packers have a history of smart signings and developing talent. From the days of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers to recent seasons, the organization has always looked for ways to get the most out of their roster. Bringing Samuel J.R. into the fold, in my opinion, would be a continuation of that tradition. It's about making sure that every position is solidified, that the defense can withstand the best attacks in the league, and that the team can be as versatile and unpredictable as possible. And it's not just about what Samuel J.R. can do on his own. His addition could spark competition within the secondary, pushing other players to elevate their game. That's how championship teams are built, through competition, through pushing each other to be better every single day. The Packers have the talent and the coaching staff to maximize Samuel J.R.'s potential, and if they do, this signing could turn out to be one of the smartest moves of the offseason. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the logistics. Is he going to sign? Will the Packers pull the trigger? Well, it's still early, but given the current needs and the fact that Samuel J.R. is still available, I wouldn't be surprised if the front office is at least exploring the possibility. They know how important it is to have depth, especially in the secondary, where injuries can happen at any time and can derail a season if not properly managed. Green Bay has shown that they're not afraid to make bold moves when the opportunity arises, and bringing in someone like Samuel J.R. fits that mold perfectly. In the end, what we're witnessing is a team that's hungry, focused, and determined to make a deep playoff run. The addition of a player like Samuel J.R., if it happens, could be the piece that helps them take that next step. The Packers are all about resilience, teamwork, and smart building, and I believe they need to seriously consider this move. They've got a roster full of talented players, a coaching staff that knows how to get the best out of them, and a fan base that's eager for another Super Bowl appearance. All that's missing might just be that extra veteran presence in the secondary, and Samuel J.R. could very well be that guy. So, Packers fans, what do you think? Is Samuel J.R. the missing piece for this season? Do you believe he can bring the leadership and playmaking the team needs to contend at the highest level? I want to hear your thoughts, your predictions, and your excitement for what's to come. Remember, football is a team sport and every move counts. This could be one of those moves that define the season, so stay tuned. The Green Bay Packers are always in the mix, always fighting, and with moves like this, they're showing they're serious about getting back on top. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Pack Go!